Hey guys, welcome to part B of chapter 6 of the Link's Awakening walkthrough, where we will be covering pretty much the rest of the side quests in the game besides the trading sequence and, well, there's a few other things, but pretty much the rest in this little part here. You want to go through the cave we just entered, head out, head left, and head down the steps, and we have another one of these things here again, so I wonder what this is for. Magic powder upgrade? We'll see. As you can see, if you sprinkle some magic powder on here, Mad Batter comes back and he is really angry. Just, 3 times it's been now, since A Link to the Past, which this game is a sequel of. So that's why a lot of the enemies return. Anyways, he's gonna make it so we can carry more bombs. 60 to be exact. Yeah, you shouldn't be running out of bombs anytime soon anymore. Feel free to use them whenever, now instead of being able to just hold, I think it was 20. So now we can exit and backtrack through all the caves. I want to apologize that this part is a little bit longer than the rest. I usually like to make about 10 minutes. This one's 15 because I do like starting one part with the dungeon, and the dungeons are just going to keep getting longer from here on out. And this is the first pretty lengthy dungeon. So I do want to apologize that this one's a little bit longer. This is just the only way I could make it with the dungeon starting the next. So we will be getting to the dungeon in this part. Anyways, once we leave, we want to head left 2 screens. And you want to dash jump over the gap, head left another screen. And we will make it to the ghost's house. Yes, we will finally be bringing him home. Good riddance. Such an annoying character, makes a noise every time we open the screen. And he's gonna have some nostalgia problems. Alright, now he wants us to take him to his grave. Of course, he can't just be happy living in his house. So, remember this spot for later. And now we're gonna play Manbo's Mambo for the first time. Yeah. You'll see where it takes us now in the overworld. So if you ever want to get to this spot, yep, it's right by Crazy Tracy's house. I don't know why I didn't. So if you are in need of that secret magic powder, and you have enough rupees for it, I didn't buy some because we need the rupees for the bow. If you are in need for it, you can just play Mambo's Mambo. Otherwise, you want to head left down 3, and climb up the steps on the left. And now this is where his grave is. Yes, we saw this grave earlier, and this is in the story when we're directed kind of to go to the graveyard. Anyways, now the owl will tell you that, oh, well, now all you have to do is you have to dive underneath the rocks to get to Catfish's maw. It's that simple. But we couldn't have done it before. I don't think, anyways. Now, if you walk up to the grave, you can get a photograph here. So this is, the next photograph in this little side quest. We won't be finishing up this side quest, but it doesn't really give you a prize, so I don't consider it a side quest. I consider it a little, I guess, fan side thing. And as you can see, the ghost appeared for the picture. Isn't that nice? Anyways, from here you want to head down and then go back up on the right side. From here you want to head up 2 and then left 4 and then up. We're going to be heading through the mysterious woods, so yes, we will be getting to see that little darkened area again. This brings back good memories of the beginning of the game, doesn't it? Now, on this screen, you want to jump over the gap and enter the house in Mr. Wright's place. You want to talk to him, and he will give him the letter, and it's a picture of her. Wait, that's not her. That's Princess Peach. Another Mario reference, but anyways, she's lying about what she actually looks like. She's really a goat. It's kind of funny. But anyways, he'll give you a broom. A broom. Yes, that's right, guys. The best thing he can give us is a dusty old broom. Well, luckily someone's gonna need it. From here we want to head back to Mabe Village. So head back in the mysterious woods. And you can make your way out. I didn't really get lost, but I shouldn't have jumped over that little part. The path to Mabe Village isn't that hard. You want to go down, right, down 3 screens, or 2, and then left, and then down 2 or down 1, depending on how many you went down before. And now that we're back in Mabe Village, you want to go to Eulira's house and talk to Grandma Eulira. She'll give you, or if you give her the broom because she so desperately needs one, she will give you the fishing book. Now there's also another photograph we can get here. We could have got this way earlier when we brought Bow Wow back and we actually started the photograph quest, but we're on the screen now. If you go to the right window of the house, the photographer will come up to you and say that you discovered Eulira's secret, because Eulira is the telephone booth guy. And he takes a picture of Eulira. That's great game. Anyways, now we want to go to the shop, and we now have enough rupees. If you've been following the walkthrough, you should, at this point at least, have enough rupees to buy the bow. If you do not, play the raft game until you do, because you are going to want it for the next dungeon. It is not required, but it is a very good idea. It'll make things a little bit faster, and as you can see now, you can buy arrows in that spot. But we are full on arrows for now. There is something to demonstrate here that's pretty good for combat. And you may be thinking Twilight Princess was the first to have bomb arrows, but think again. So you can have an arrow and a bomb by themselves, but if you push the buttons at the same time, you'll actually shoot a bomb arrow. So I'm pretty sure that's where Twilight Princess got the idea. Anyways, from the shop, you want to go down and left 3, and then head down 4 to Tornado Shores. No, we're not going to Tail Cave, so don't worry. We are heading to Tornado Shores to go back to the ghost's house, which his house is actually right outside Tornado Shores. Who would have thunk? From the sandy area, you want to head right 6, and then head down. Now, if you listen to what the ghost said before, he said there was something under a jar in his house. So lift up the jars, and you can get secret seashell number 19. There is actually one more we can get right now to get to number 20 to get our reward. And you are going to love this reward, viewers. You are. So it's well worth it. Well worth it. Anyways, you want to head... I got a little lost in this section, I'm not gonna lie. You want to head from the house. You want to go right 2, up 2, and head into the water. Then you want to go right. Or you want to go up. Sorry. You want to go into the water and head up. This is why I got a little lost, because I was a little confused. You want to head up in the water, and then right, and then go up again. Now from here, you want to head up, and then you want to head left once you get to this screen here. Then you want to head down 2, and then head left. And on this screen, you want to get in the water and head left again. Now, you want to slash this bush at the top of the screen so the secret seashell doesn't fall in the water, because it will fall in the water and you can't get it. I think it will respawn though if you leave and come back, so don't worry if that does happen. Otherwise, if it doesn't respawn, you won't be able to get the prize this chapter, so you'll have to wait till next chapter when I will be covering all of the secret seashells. There are 6 more that you can get. And I will be covering all 6 of those. So if you didn't pick up one, or you missed the ones for the 5th and 10th one, don't worry, I will be covering those. Now you want to head to the seashell hut, and I went down an extra screen there. But at the seashell hut, we will get our prize. And any chests containing seashells, after you get the prize, will contain rupees instead, which is okay. I'll still point out that they were secret seashells. Once the meter fills up, it will say I have completed, or you have completed the quest, something like that. And lightning will create a level 2 sword. Yes, yes, yes. This is how you get the upgraded sword in this game. I always wondered what would happen if you just left after it dropped, but anyways, you get the level 2 sword, and it is great. It will shoot sword beams when you have full health, and you should put your name on it right away, which is really cool. It'll also double your damage. So if you have the red tunic, you will now be dealing ×4 damage, which is going to make boss fights pretty much a breeze for most of the remainder of the game, besides bosses that you can only use items on. Most bosses require sword slashes, though. Anyways, from here you want to head left, or go down, left, down 3, and into the water. There's a mermaid there, so you can talk to her. She's looking for her necklace. We don't have a necklace yet, so can't give it to her. As you might already be able to tell, she will be important to the trading sequence very soon. From the mermaid, you want to go right, down 2 along the right side of the screen. And there will be a bridge that we actually once crossed to get a secret seashell before. You're going to want to dive under this bridge because there's a fisherman here. So jump out of the water and talk to him, and he wants the fisherman's book that we were given before. Or yes, the fisherman's book, the fisherman's hook that we were given before, not book. And he says he'll give you a fish if he catches one. So let's see. He's catching a big fish, and it's a necklace. Guy must be pretty weak if he thought the necklace was a big fish. Oh well, we now have the mermaid's necklace, so let's go give that back to her. From the bridge, you want to backtrack and head up 2 and then left. The mermaid, in return, will give you a scale from her butt. Yeah, these trading quest items are getting weirder and weirder. Yes, I know. I understand. We'll be able to use this later. Anyways, from here, we want to actually head back to the fisherman's place. So, head to the right and head down 2 along the right side, dive underneath the bridge again. The reason for this is it's entirely optional. If you don't care about the photographs, don't do it, or if you're playing the original, because now we can get a little photo. So jump up and talk to the fisherman again, and he will catch the fish, or the photographer under the water, which is pretty funny. Why, that's a big one. He says that about everything. Anyways, you'll get a pretty humorous photo out of here. And he falls in the water. Alright, anyways, now that that's over, we are finally ready to head to the dungeon. So, you want to swim up and swim left to where we saw the catfish's maw before. We don't need any key for this one, surprisingly. Head to the left side, and where there's a little passage with the rocks there, you want to dive underneath. Now, I don't think you could have done this before with the ghost. I'm almost positive you couldn't have done it before with the ghost, because I don't think you could have taken the ghost into the dungeon. Anyways, once you resurface on the other side, you're free to head into the dungeon, and this is the end of this part. Meet me next time where we take on the dungeon. Goodbye.